It's time for another sweaty afternoon on the Geordie podcast with the sweatiest man we know right now, Joe Weller.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Lawrence. How are you two, Geordie?
Sweaty, mate. It's hot, innit?
Yeah, it's
fucking
boiling.
roasting.
Where actually is this? Like, just tell everyone.
We don't want anyone knowing because it's like a really cheap place.
It's East London.
I don't want the rates going up once
Yeah,
people
yeah.
know. Do you know what I mean? But it's in like a bomb shelter.
It's literally a World War II bunker.
Basically, yeah. What was the toilets like? You sampled the restrooms.
Yeah, pretty
Of
grim.
this place. Do you know what I mean? Independent. I don't have funding yet.
Welcome. It's different to where we had you last time.
What was? Do you know? Actually, I didn't mean to ask you because I haven't really spoken to you much since. Because unfortunately, we live at opposite ends of the country, so I only get to have a chat with you when we're doing shit like this. Did you get much reaction from coming on the podcast last time? Did many people say much? Or?
So, like, obviously, the thing is, like, your audience, obviously, some of them detest me, like, fully, no matter what I do, no matter what I say.
He's all right though, man. I like him.
Like, yeah, like, all of that. So, like, I
I
got,
had the same
obviously,
thing.
some of the usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, even on, like, my recent
Oh,
video,
I know, yeah.
you were the top comment. Lawrence apparently is the type of guy to slap his own ass in sex. That's literally what it
Yeah.
said.
The irony is it's on your video, which
Yeah,
is
like,
actually
why
what
is
you
that?
do during sex.
We're taking over YouTube.
Yeah, but other than that, like, it was good. Obviously, this sort of podcast gives people a chance to sort of see people and YouTubers more in depth, and I think like a lot of people learnt a lot about me through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respected what you said, and that you really sort of. You just didn't hold back at all, mate. So
Yeah, as per.
let's do this again.
Let's do it.
You're looking like you've been working out. You got this boxing match coming up.
Yeah, so obviously,
Theo Baker.
yeah, just announced, confirmed. Myself versus Theo in a boxing match. Obviously, people are already saying, oh, Theo is going to get battered, all that stuff, Weller's the favourite. But, like, honestly, I don't know what to expect from him because in sport, he's always surprised me since, like, day. And obviously, we've
It's
known each
weird
other
because he
since day.
shouldn't be good at football. Like when you talk to him, you wouldn't expect him to be good at football.
No.
But then you get him on the pitch and he's very coordinated. So,
Footwise.
whereas another thing that I haven't thought of, which just came to my head because we talked about this on the last podcast, under the lights and under pressure, you freeze a lot of the time. You do. You even admitted that.
I do, don't
Yeah.
I? It's so annoying.
Yes.
No, but every time I just
Whereas
do.
Theo, he doesn't, like, in the Wembley Cup last time, he gave us, like, the best YouTuber goal of all time, really. So maybe he's gonna deliver and you're
you?
going to freeze.
No, but that is entirely correct.
That could happen. Well, yeah, you're supposed to give it the big eye out.
Oh,
now.
no. But the thing is, like, I can't deny that. That is my biggest downfall. Like, the second there's pressure, like, I overthink it, and he's amazing at dealing with it. So, with all...
He doesn't have those inner thoughts that you have.
Yeah.
No, but it's the...
No, he's straightforward as Theo, do you know what I mean?
what is like simple?
I mean, you said simple, I said straightforward.
I'd say straightforward. Yeah, he's
He
straightforward.
runs straightforward, he's very good at that.
Yeah.
So you're the Mayweather, you're the favourite, he's the McGregor in this situation.
Yeah. In the sense of like, the pressure is almost because when everyone's saying, "Oh, you should win so easily," there's actually more pressure. Like, there's more pressure on Mayweather to win than there is McGregor.
Well, there is a bit.
Yeah,
A bit
I
of
see
this
that
is
point.
playful.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of this that's quite serious as well between you, because I've heard you say things about each other. You know.
Like,
In private.
He did say that you changed a bit. So,
as everyone is nowadays.
When you were doing that trailer on camera, how much of that was you two just sort of getting stuff out that you
Yeah,
needed
no.
to get out?
Like, don't get me wrong. Everything that was said in that trailer is honest, and
Yeah.
I'm being serious when I say that. Like, we have had these thoughts, and it's like, do we make something of it, play on it, and like, you know, make a YouTube scene out of it, or do we just keep it behind closed doors? You know?
So you'll obviously, well, in my opinion, you'll always be mates, but there is, like with any friendship, there's times where you just want to batter the fuck out of each other. I mean, me and Lawrence have had those moments in Barcelona. I'm thinking to myself though, is any of this just coinciding with the fact that Elliot is now unavailable? Now he's off with MTV, and you need someone else to make
Is
videos
that
with.
part of it? Now he's off with Neve and Max. What's going on?
Do you know what I mean? He's now ironically dropped you, so you've got to now pick back up with the old guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit of a,
wait, to be fair, I can see how it looks like
it does look like that.
That's
actually, you
exactly
know.
what it looks like.
Just a slightly different skin tone Elliot.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It is weird because I was like, oh, Elliot's doing MTV, and then the very next week it's like, oh, Joe's
Joe,
doing a
Theo's
video with
back.
with Theo again. It's funny how that works.
No, basically, it was, we've...
Oh my god, it does look
What
like that.
excuse have I got to come up with?
Yeah.
No, we just thought...
Did you
let's
get
do it.
offered the MTV thing? Because that, and then if you rejected
As a
that,
duo, surely that was a good.
Not
That was a
as
lucrative
duo, no,
deal.
I'm never a duo, bro.
No.
That's
So
never a
you
thing.
didn't get offered the MTV thing?
Nah, nope.
So Elliot got that.
What do you think of?
He sort of left you a bit, has he? Left you behind?
No. It's like
He got that trajectory.
The
Just
thing is, I don't.
You took him from Starbucks and now he's off with MTV thinking, Joe,
You
who?
took one from McDonald's, you took one from Starbucks, Costa Coffee. There's someone in Costa Coffee now going, fucking hell.
I'm just hoping Joe Weller walks in because I'm dying to be in some videos.
On your drive back to the South Coast tonight, you're just going to be calling in going, it could be you, this could be the next...
He's like making millionaires here. Do you know what I mean? He's handpicking them.
Rockefeller.
All right.
Look,
We've given you some shit.
Elliot's doing his thing, and that's good. Like, I'm glad. Like, it's good to see. Obviously, when you start making videos with someone who's just gone from like working in Starbucks, they like.
He looked a lot different when you look at the early videos between Joe and Elliot.
Yeah.
He looked a lot different. He's changed a lot.
No, I'm glad that he's now going off and doing his own thing, like and making things for himself.
He's grown a lot.
Yeah.
Do you feel quite proud when you see him doing this stuff?
Yeah. Like, it's obviously it's important to keep like a level head and not let it get too. To your head.
Do you think that might be an issue?
Wait, what? No.
I'm just asking a question.
No.
That's what I'm here for.
No, I just think it's good that he's taking the opportunities he's getting given, and likewise with Theo, like he's starting to really make a career for himself, like he said.
Yeah, he's
gone.
He's signed with #United, showing his football skills there.
Yeah.
Staying fit, unfortunately for you, he's regularly training.
Yeah.
How's fitness coming for you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying my best, but obviously we've said we're doing no boxing training, like leading up to it.
That's sort of the opposite of most boxers.
I know. No, it's because because obviously our time schedules and stuff, realistically, I may be able to get more training than him being with hashtag and stuff. So it's just like we're going, you know what? Let's neither of us do boxing training, just do fitness.
But then again, can you really trust them? Like, what if one of them's like, oh yeah, but then he's hired Ricky Hatton,
and then he comes in and it's just these perfect shots just arriving.
Nah, I'm trusting him. Yeah.
I mean, that also makes it a little bit more like a natural fight, doesn't it? A bit more like,
a real street
what's
fight.
on the inside. Yeah, like maybe a bit more scrappy, maybe a bit more...
well, at the same time, though, that's the thing. Like, we don't want to just make it so it's just some
little
free
body
for all.
hits.
Nah, we want to hopefully bring some actual technical ability and have a proper boxing
sure
match.
You haven't been training? Because the way you hold your hands up just makes you look like you've been doing some training.
It's just a natural beast.
They just fall into that position very naturally.
In year 5, obviously, I was the champion of Denton
Yeah.
school. But like that, apart from that, basically, I've never had like proper training.
Okay.
And neither is he. So it should be interesting.
Okay. Because he's quite coordinated with his feet, like you say. I wonder if he can match it with those hands.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So, have you seen any of what Elliot's done on MTV?
Yeah.
What's the concept there? Is like basically he's a single guy who's looking for a girl.
Yeah.
Now he's never. Let's be honest. He's never going to have a problem with that before, is he? Really?
So most YouTubers get. I mean, just look in your DMs, though, innit?
Yeah. I mean, MTV really could have gone for someone who's sort of a bit low down the pecking order. Do you know what I mean?
Like who?
Just maybe one of the YouTube, maybe one of the Twitch guys who does find it hard to get.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Someone who's sort of sitting at home and
one of those FIFA lads who just opens packs all the time or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But instead they went for the guy.
They
went for the guy who's just hanging out around LA anyway. Like, we've all seen his Instagram.
He's got the hand signs down and all the rest of it. Got the nice gold chain as well. I like that.
Yeah. No,
I like the chain.
I mean, like, realistically, I assume what's happened is he's, had the interview. They're obviously looking for people that are willing to put themselves out there and find, like, obviously everyone on the show. I mean, there's Jedward.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like pretty eccentric and like willing to take risks in order to.
Is this a dating show or is it the Undateables? What is it?
I really don't know. I don't know whether everyone's just been stitched up.
Okay.
Or whether what, because
he got off with that Marnie from Geordie.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And that's the thing. Like, look, basically, he does this.
Did.
I'm going to reveal a little secret.
Let Elliot's PR.
Look,
tell us.
Basically, so like where you see. Actually, no, I can't say this.
No, you can.
No, can I?
Well, say it, and then we'll decide whether you can say it.
Okay. Now, like, obviously, you see the stuff that like gets put on social media. Oh, look, we're with all these girls. Like, there's a difference between like actually being with all these girls and saying, "Girls, can we take a picture for my Instagram?" Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to say.
So where does the line lie? Because
everyone
clearly,
makes a good Instagram shot, though, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not like, I mean, you've still got to get to the pool. You've still got to get those girls into bikinis.
In your head, you're like, oh, he's Dan Bilzerian. He's with all these birds every day.
I mean, if we're completely honest,
I'd like to be Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah. How close to Dan do you think you are?
Me?
Yeah.
Nowhere near.
Okay.
I've got better morals than that.
I mean, he says that.
No, I don't mean morally. I mean,
the thing is, though, Joe, the thing is that we're not talking about the elephant in the room, which is, for most of the summer, I've been receiving Snapchats from Joe Weller, him naked, cock out, like rocking out with his cock out, and girls in the back pulling their pants up at the edge of the bed.
Can't say that.
I'm sorry, no, but you've had a good summer, though. Let's be honest.
What are you on about?
No, he's had a good summer.
Joe, again, and Joe will tell everyone again, those were staged pictures that he asked the girl.
Joe might not have been boxing, but he's had some big hits this summer.
Yeah, sure.
Right, obviously
You've had a good summer. You're a young lad. You're out there celebrating.
What's it like when you leave home for the first time?
No, it's great. Obviously, recently we had the YouTuber trip to Magaluf, which was good.
Shagaloo.
No, that was good. We obviously like meeting up with the boys and stuff. And
who's the boy? Sidemen, JJ, all the lads.
Yeah, KSI, the Burnt Chip, JMX, FIFA, and Elliot. Like,
do you call him the Burnt Chip?
Nah, but that's what
Chip's funny as fuck.
Chip's quality. Like we all had a great laugh, and it has been a fun summer.
It's been good. I remember I got one text. I'm not going to say exactly what you said, but he was struggling to make it home, weren't you, mate?
Oh,
for a bit of advice. What a good time this lad had. I'm proud of him, you know what I mean? This is what you should be doing when you're a young lad.
You're growing up. Now, you're not sweating because of the heat anymore. You're sweating because of the questions. That's the problem.
Is there a towel?
Yeah.
All right, can we... Yeah, nah, there isn't.
No, it's right.
We could maybe use the McDonald's bag over there.
Yeah. So you like travelling? Where have you travelled in the past year?
So we've been to Los Angeles.
How long were you in LA for? It looked like you were in LA for quite a long time.
No, we were 2-3 week periods.
Okay.
Like fairly close together. Basically, we were filming, me and Elliot were filming these music videos for these songs that we've done. We literally did some we did some rap songs.
Well, you did the haunted house video.
Yeah,
as well,
we did all of that, and the thing is like we've gone over there, we've filmed with this guy.
The dancers and everything, but you had some young girls.
Listen to this. He's not giving us the footage. Like the geezer that we filmed with, he's straight up just. We did all this work and he's refusing.
Is he asking for more money?
No. He wants to edit it, but this kid, he's obviously got so much work that he can't do it, and we need it out now. And it's just one of them things where he doesn't want to just give us the footage because it's getting so
complicated. Because then you could just edit it yourself.
Yeah, but that's what I want to do. I'm like, it's to the point, mate, I'll do anything to be able to just edit that myself. But like,
that's something that people don't really get a side of when they're a YouTube fan is the struggle and the fucking frustration of having to work with dicks like that. Do you ever just want to fucking take matters into your own hands?
Yeah, man, and that is why literally like whenever I can, I do it myself. Like I hate relying on people. Obviously, like I have my friends, my true friends that I can rely on, but like professionally relying on people is so risky because if fair enough, we're flexible a little bit. We wanted these songs out at the beginning of the summer, but imagine if we literally needed if when I did my World Cup song, imagine if the World Cup's finished by the time you're ready. Like, you know what I mean?
Or if you've got a brand relying on you, someone who sponsors you to go out there.
Yeah.
Or at the same time, I think most people take for granted that you guys have invested time and money in that. Like, you've invested your time in it.
Yeah.
You don't get that time back.
And also you spent hours and hours creating music as well.
Yeah, like going out there and stuff. And it is frustrating. But like...
how do you feel that song did? Like the main song that you released?
The Mission. Now, obviously, the main issue with that one was I uploaded it, released it, and... I foolishly, and I beat myself up so much for this, but I accidentally submitted the version where the vocals weren't as prominent as they needed to be, so I had to take it down. Now, obviously, everyone who'd purchased that first version didn't purchase the one when I resubmitted, so it means it didn't chart as well as it could have. Right. And it was rising, it was doing well.
The last song that Wanna Do, that did fucking really well. That was in all of the clubs and everything. Like, I couldn't believe how, like, you literally crossed over. Yeah. All the DJs were playing it and everything.
Yeah, no, that was sick.
Is that somewhere where you want to keep on pursuing? You want to do more and more music? Because I've seen JJ, like he's now just full blown going into music. Are you?
So want
to do the same thing?
That's the thing. I'm definitely not putting my eggs all in one basket at the moment. I'm literally just gonna ideally keep on with the music, but keep my avenues open because obviously I'm still young. I don't want to fully commit to something yet.
How old are you?
21.
Fuck me, you're so young. Aren't you?
So I just want to like keep my avenues open. And I do love making like a decent tune. So yeah.
Alright, what do you reckon of JJ's like break from YouTube and that, and him going into music?
Well, obviously the thing is like I feel like what he has experienced, I've had exactly the same thing, and I think so many YouTubers has, that transition where obviously he started at the age of like 16 to that transition of growing up and realise like your interests and everything that you want to do changes, but you've built up an audience that expect something that you used to make.
Week.
Yeah, or expect something that you used to make that you no longer like doing, and the pressure of that and like the everything like that. So, like how he's dealt with it is by literally going away and withdrawing himself.
You can afford to. At that
Yeah.
point.
Luckily,
Yeah.
but it is a bit weird, that, isn't it? Because the human brain, we're not really evolved that far from when we were just in the woods fucking hunting for our food. And
YouTube was pretty shit then.
well, yeah, like I'm just saying, like we're still of that mind state almost. So like now, if you're a 19-year-old lad and you've got like millions of followers who are all saying make a video like that and then do what you've always done, like it is a bit of a weird thing to go through, I guess.
I mean, I suppose a lot of people would say that's pretty first world problem to have. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just saying it's weird.
Yeah,
I'm not even saying it's hard.
Yeah,
it's not hard. It's just weird. So some people don't really have the knowledge to deal with it.
I guess it's also, it can feel a little bit like you obviously want to change, or you can't help the fact that your interests change. You can't sort of be like, I want to remain, interested in Yu-Gi-Oh cards forever or whatever. Some of us do, but your interests change, and then people are saying to you almost like, oh, don't change as a person, because it can feel like quite a personal relationship.
No, it definitely feels like they're saying like you're not as good as you used to be.
I think you get that. I think you get that more than a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah.
I think if not the most like criticized YouTuber I've seen, where like you had to do a few videos now. I think you did one not long ago where you were just like, look, mate, like this is the fucking reason for this. Is that just out of generally you're just sick of hearing the same thing over and over again?
I hate it. Like that video there would have been boiling inside me for months, and I was like, no, I don't want to address. Essentially, like I just want to be positive. I don't want to address negativity. Like if I only upload like once every 2 weeks as it is, like, I don't want it to be this.
Yeah.
So like it is annoying, but it is a point that like I need to express. It's just like, but still like even then like no one.
Why do you
people
think,
listen, but a lot of people.
Why
don't.
do you think it is that you get more shit than all the other YouTubers?
I don't know.
Just as only when you look at the other YouTubers and you look at yourself, do you feel like you? I don't know. There's a reason for it, like why you get treated a bit differently. Because I really think you do actually.
Is it because maybe I portray a sense of confidence? Like, I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Some people I think some people have got this imagery because you act like a bit of a daft lad, that like you're a bit cocky, and people want to bring cocky people down a peg. But
it can also go the opposite way though, because a lot of other YouTubers maybe don't go as personal as you do. I do feel like you go quite personal, and if you reveal sort of a more vulnerable side, there are going to be people who will go for it because they'll see it and they'll be like, right, I can go for that.
Because you do this video where you talk from the heart, whereas a lot of YouTubers, they'll ignore the negativity and go, all right, we're going to do another playthrough of this game that we're playing next episode, and they'll ignore it, whereas I think they know if they criticise you, you will actually respond.
But what is actually quite interesting,
which is a good thing as well.
Yeah, like in your videos where you have been either angry or sort of had to have a catch up or chat or whatever, you haven't done that normal sort of thing that YouTubers do where they go into a white room and things are black
and they take a deep breath and go,
they sort of go,
well, it's time, we're going to have a talk about it. Like, they hype it up and
I've been avoiding this for too long.
Yeah, whereas Weller's usually just like lying on the bed and he's like, look, I've got to talk about this.
His steering wheel's in the way, it's sort of getting in the, he's trying to chat. But it was, and credit to you,
it's
for
quite
doing
human.
That, which makes it almost a bit more real than the other people who stage this sort of, you didn't cry, thankfully.
Yeah, no, I just try to keep it real, like all the times. Like I like this idea of like I'm literally just a normal kid. Like the kid that started this, the kid that was at school, I'm exactly the same, like simple as.
Then be honest then, do you still have a passion for YouTube as a platform?
Okay, so here you go, right. Basically, I will always love making videos for an audience. Pleasing an audience through making something like will always give me the best feeling. But I think the actual like the type of audience that comes with YouTube can get a little bit like the people. Oh, it's difficult to explain. The good people, the people that are good, but like the complete like knobheads that are just constantly giving the same shit and that just morons. like it just gets to a point where like I don't even want to give my energy justify myself to you. Like why should I make a video for you? I don't give a shit about you. You're a dickhead.
But the problem is, and I totally understand what you're saying, because every YouTuber has those people in their audience.
Lawrence, the type of guy.
Well,
but
when you
the people
say
that comment that sort of stuff, it's a dead joke. It's not funny. But like, you know what I mean?
But when you say that, people who are massive fans of you, they might and think, is he talking about me? Like that?
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
And you can come across badly sometimes.
I understand.
Do you know what I mean?
You've already been through that anyway, where people sort of misinterpreted what you were trying to say.
Oh, man, I do it all the time. I always accidentally say something like that comes across.
And it also, now it really gets amplified because people actually want to fight, you know, they want to be, Joe's actually a bit of a wanker. Like, people want to trip you up. It's not like there are a lot of people out there who are waiting for you to sort of say,
there's people who'd love to see him fuck it all up.
To be honest, but there's nothing special. They want to see everyone who's big on YouTube fuck. They want to see anyone who's got over 1 million followers throw it all away and
give it to me.
Because at the same time, it's massive views for them. Because if you've got Joe Weller in your title of the video, it's going to help them. Mm-hmm. But the fact is, you know, there are very few people who can remain respectable and talk about tittle-tattle stuff like that.
So do you think your main criticism is you've changed because of like
it's not
success?
even a criticism. That's a fucking observation that someone said angrily. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's because like I'm not like, think about it. A lot of my like old videos was all this sort of like over the top.
Because you were a young kid.
Yeah,
you're excited as well.
Yeah. So like as you go older, to a lot of people I may have got more boring. Mm-hmm. To some other people, obviously, I don't make the type of videos that I used to. In that 10 things we all did when we went to the bus stop, like I don't know, like random shit. Like just
have you done that?
No, I haven't.
You should actually do
I
that.
should actually do.
Yeah.
But like still, like I actually naturally, I think it just comes with getting older. Like you want to talk about more real life shit, and
you're having a different life experience.
To a lot of kids, that's just boring, and it's fact. It just is. Like, and that's why I like the haunted stuff, because it's a real sense of fear, a real sense of, well, we don't have ghosts real, but like, it's a real sense of like adrenaline on, oh my god. And I think I'm done with the show, the YouTube, like, oh yeah, let's entertainment. Well, shut up. I want to do something real.
I think actually I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers sort of sway towards that more a bit. Like I think we're seeing a lot of YouTubers kind of grow up at the same time, and I think they're all getting a bit bored of what they used to do. But some are too hedged into the gravy train that they can't get off it. We've seen people make gradual transitions, and then there's some people who never will make that transition because that they know that this is all I can do.
There are also some people who are forced to make that transition because they stop earning money from their videos, and suddenly they get pretty desperate.
Like the FIFA thing, for example.
The FIFA thing. You're probably quite fortunate that actually you didn't. It's nothing to do with money for you essentially on YouTube. It's not like it's like, you know, you're trying to make all those millions and hoard it. Like what you wanted to do is you got creatively frustrated. Oh man, like that's the thing. Like if I'm not creatively, like productively doing me, that is when I'm getting my lowest. Like, and literally that is the main thing. Like, do you think that's healthy for you? The way that you think about your creative process. Have you ever spoken to anyone about just getting rid of that and like actually trying to, because it sounds a lot like you attach your creativity a lot to, you know, being happy or sad or sort of being like up or down.
I'm a bit like that though.
Do you think that's healthy for either of you?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think it is, but I ain't got a choice.
Right.
Like it's like literally, it's just it is what it is.
Okay.
And I think that's where you tie into the fact of like, oh, what's your purpose? And I think mine is to entertain and create. Yeah. But it's just finding what like the mixture of like trying new, because imagine like every time you try something new, Weller's running out of ideas doing this.
Ironically, you know, trying new things is running out of ideas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's funny, but like, yeah, it's weird.
What are you most proud of now then?
Okay. The recent trailer that we did, me and Theo, I enjoyed making that because it was bringing out my filmmaker side again. I know it was simple. It's nothing too technical.
I was thinking that when I was watching it.
But it was just like I like that, and yet again, that's something a bit more like saying, "Oh, I like being the filmmaking side." That's like a more mature thing to say, a bit more boring in the eyes of a lot of kids. You know what I mean? And that's the side that just is.
Some of them don't.
Through.
I don't know. Some people kind of want to hold on to that young lad that they knew. And
just gone, haven't I?
But it's not that.
No, you haven't.
I'm joking.
But that's the way they think, isn't it? Though. It's Joe Weller in some people's mind will be the kid round the corner who made YouTube videos. In their head, that's the way they related to you.
Yeah.
And you getting older and you're going to go through a fuck ton of more things in the next 5 years. Who fucking knows? But like going and potentially making
Snapchats or anything to go by.
I mean, yeah, he's getting up to a lot. But his filmmaking side, they don't want you to go off and make films or whatever and make more music. They want you to do. They want to pin you down, I suppose, and keep what they had.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying, I'm just gonna go off and do films and stuff. Like, as a thing, like comedy is like the main thing. Like, I love making people laugh and stuff. It's just, like, what way am I gonna make people laugh? Because it's all about progression in it. And I think like the idea right now of going making a video like that, the classic old Weller videos. Oh mate, I'd rather do anything else. I'd be angry with filming that. I'm sure there's videos that you've made where you feel like I've got to make this because it could be good. But like you're hating it.
Yeah, I've made videos where I look at them right after and I go, God, what a pile of shit that is. I'm not putting that. Or like, when you talk about that emotional thing, like a few weeks ago, we did an interview with an undercover police officer on a podcast, and I, at the end of it, we went away and I thought, this guy was great, but I thought I was absolute shit in that interview because I was so tired and I hadn't had hardly any sleep and I'd been travelling and I was absolutely fucking wrecked, and I thought I could have been so much better there, and like.
Thankfully, I was here.
It literally, I was pissed off for a good day or two about it because I thought I could have made that so much better. So I know exactly what you mean when you say like it governs your emotions. Like if you got a creative video and you think people are gonna fucking love this is a great idea. Like I'm so buzzing about this. Like I literally feel like I've got the best job in the world. Like I just feel like the luckiest man. Yeah. I feel like I'm so fucking lucky to do this. And then there's days where if I don't do something good, I feel like shit.
Yeah,
and I do get like that as well.
Yeah, man, no, literally 100%. That's exactly what I'm about. It's almost like you make something good. It's like a injection of like you guys talk about drugs. Yeah. I don't do drugs, but
it does feel like that though.
But it is like that.
It's like what you imagine a drug is like.
It's like a high.
Yeah. It is like a high.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why like I don't know. Like musicians and people like Kanye West must, like when you put a great album together or something, like, I can only imagine what they must fucking feel like.
I think though that creative process changes as you get older because actually like when you're 16 you don't necessarily have a taste for all those things, you know what I mean? Like it's same as with food or drink or anything like that. When you're 16 you just like all food or you like all drink or whatever, and then as you get older you sort of develop that palate, and as you do that it also makes it more difficult to become creative because you become more critical of yourself as well. So by the time Kanye West is 40, he's probably not going to look back at the College Dropout and be like, he'll admire it, but I imagine he's like, I'd do it different.
How critical of yourself are you, do you think?
Oh, too much. I'm 100% my biggest critique. Yeah, man. I like so bad. Like even if I do something good that like I know it's good, I'll literally be like, wait, is it shit? Like I'm not even joking. Like
How do you judge that?
I have to get friends with it. I have to ask people and be like, look, honestly, tell me, because I'll over edit it as it is. Like I'll take like for normally what would take someone like a few hours, it would take me 3 days because I'm like perfectionist. Like I have to get everything completely correct, and by that point I'm like.
I must admit, since working with Lawrence, because like I knew you before I was doing like regular podcasts with him, but I always knew that like when Joe records, he always likes to have his mates around and stuff like that, and you're like a people person. And before then, it'd just been me and my camera, like a little bit like what you started off doing sometimes, and that in front of your bed. And when I started recording with him, I sort of realised like I kind of understood why you did that, because if you're having an off day, someone else can sort of pick you up. But also, it is good to get that feedback because. There's a lot of times where I've sent him videos and been like, is this shit, mate, or what? Because I've looked at it, I've edited it for like 2 fucking days, and now I've just got no idea what the hell's going on. Do you know what I mean? Like that gym video, I was like, I fucking overdid that. Do you know what I mean? So I get what you're saying.
Good first edit. It was. That's what you need though. Is you need someone that they say that like, you know, the moment when you submit your essay or you press like upload on a video, sometimes you get that feeling you're like, it isn't right. I almost wish there was like a way you could just like you could rewind 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? And you could just be like, I wouldn't upload this right now, and give yourself a little bit more time, because there's a feeling you get after you've completed it when you look back that you could make everything in the video change in a certain way.
From my point of view, as a fan of your videos, now that I wholeheartedly admit I'm like a genuine fan of what you've done, especially when I first started watching you, I was like, oh, this kid fucking gets it like big time. Lately, until the Theo video, like for the last few months, maybe like this year, I've just felt like watching your videos like you aren't in love with this the way you were. And I say that as a fan, as a mate, like, and I don't mean that as a critique. I could just feel like I can tell when you're... Do you know when we were talking in the last podcast about you listen to an album from an artist and you can tell some albums, like your favourite music artist, they were in love with this. Like when they made this was the shit. Like this is the best thing that they've put out. They threw themselves into this. And like other albums later on, maybe they're like, you're kind of doing this because it's your job now, isn't it? And I don't mean that as a dig at you, but the Theo video, I was like, oh, he's fucking back. Like, he really, really liked making this video. I could just feel it. It was written all over the video. Do you think that's like a fair representation of what you've been going through?
Absolute fact. True. I've not hated, but as in like, it's true. I'm trying to.
You can get
doing
bored
that
of
other
things.
stuff. I'm trying to cling on to something that don't exist anymore. Do you know what I mean? Fact. It's true. Making that Theo video, like I loved every minute of that, and I was proud of it. Recently, like the other videos, I'll make a video and I don't want to show it to anyone because I'm not. It's ain't something I'm like. Oh, I'm so proud of this. Look, this is my best work. I'm essentially doing it to tick over the time, aren't I? And it's dead. It's so shit.
But I, as a fan, and this is as your mate and as a fan, but as well, because I know how fucking talented you are. In my opinion, you're at the right of the fucking top of the heap in terms of talent. There's not many people who are funnier, more charismatic, who can do as many different things. You can edit. You can do music. There's nothing you can't do. But I feel like you're like, you need to be inspired again by something you want to make a video about. It's good that this Theo things came along, but like equally, I'm interested as a fan to think what is going to be the next thing
exactly.
that sparks you into like, well, I was wanting to make videos about this thing or whatever.
Literally, like and that's the thing, man. Like I've literally been waiting. I've felt like this for a good while, like a couple of years. Like, I'm not joking, and I'm waiting for that thing. And it's like I'm not even waiting. I've been trying to search, and then you start to force it. Then you start to like, oh, you're overdoing it, you're over trying, and it's okay. I'll take a step back. Oh no, I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. Oh, what am I gonna do? And it's just like,
all the while you're getting all these people saying in the background, oh well, that's not the same as what you're saying. And
exactly.
It's like you're sort of, it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
Yeah, man. It's like, and I honestly, it's to the point where I'm just like, I don't know what to do apart from just keep searching, keep trying.
I fucking respect that honesty in that, because there's a lot of YouTubers out there, and this isn't a knock on them, but they just churn out the same old shit. And when you've got 1 million plus followers and all that who want a video from you, this isn't, we're not sitting here saying, oh, poor us, we're YouTubers and it's a hard life. No, it's just difficult at times because you've got a lot of people you want to make happy. They want your videos and you want to give them videos. But to get from A to B sometimes a fucking challenge, because you're like, I want to make something I'm proud of, and some people out there just want any old video, and it's, do you want to be a YouTuber? There's a choice of, do I want to be a YouTuber that's just here for the money to just churn out the regular videos that they want, or do I want to be someone who gets that buzz that we're talking about and gets, because for me personally, like when I do a great podcast that I feel like, oh, we fucking smashed it. It's the best feeling. And I never really got that from making my own videos before because I wasn't that proud of them.
You can really tell though you're sitting in front of two perfectionists. Like you two have got one approach to making your videos, which is I'm either going to make a video or I'm not going to make a video. And there are so many people who would sort of see this as all part of the process, and they're not the perfectionist
When
types.
I met him, we were talking, we were like, it was at the Wembley Cup, we were doing shoots, and I was sitting down next to you, and I was like, you know, when you're wanting to make a video and that, there's just sometimes where you just go in a few days and you're like, I just kind of fucking make one. I need to really want to do something about, like, and me and you I just got him because I thought I'm the fucking same. The way my brain works is very similar to you. It's hard because being a perfectionist is great if you feel like you've hit your target because you feel like I've fucking nailed this, and many times you have. But on the flip side of it, when you don't, you beat yourself up about it 10 times more. What might be an 8 out of 10 video is still a fucking good video or whatever, but in your head, it's still fucking 2 off of 10, mate.
There's actually a really good TED talk about creativity, and it's by the woman who wrote, and don't take this as an endorsement of the book, I've never read it, Eat, Pray, Love. I don't know I can't remember what her name is, excuse me. But it's probably, when I first graduated, I watched this and was like, I didn't feel very inspired to make videos because I was working on as a runner on set and like felt like I was never going to get out of that situation. A runner is
where you just basically
where you're just going to get coffees and like you just do whatever anyone wants you to. And she tells some really good stories about how different like cultures and generations see creativity. And I can't remember which singer it was, but there was a singer who was a guitarist in a band, and in the car he was driving along, and apparently he heard like a riff in his head, and it was a good riff, but he said like he had nowhere to write it down, so he was like, just fuck off and go to someone else. And he said like that was really empowering, because he was just like, I suddenly felt like I didn't have to worry about guitar riffs coming to me. I could just tell them if I wanted them to fuck off or whatever. There was another woman that she tells this story about. She claims that like poems would come on the wind to her, and like that she would get like poems that would come through the wind, and she'd write them out as they like came through the wind. And what is interesting about our generation is we put all the pressure of creativity on the individual. So you, maybe even me if I make a video. Whereas there are other cultures where it was about, the word genius used to be associated with a little thing which you were blessed with, and it wasn't yours. It was just happened to be there. And now genius is inside the person, and we put all that pressure on the person as opposed to the pressure being elsewhere. And I just often wonder, like, I mean, it's in the name, it's YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, how much of that is healthy for people who are trying to create really good videos, and how much could people like YouTube and the people watching them be helping to take the pressure off those people so they can make better videos? Or not even take the pressure off, just change where the pressure is.
It's quite deep shit, mate, unfortunately.
No, but it's all true, man. Like, these are literally the thoughts I think about all the time. So yeah, like taking the whole YouTube label, like that's the thing. Like, YouTuber, I don't know. Like, what is a YouTuber? I feel like Joe Sugg is literally textbook YouTuber, consistent on it, good with the fan base, sick videos. Like, yeah, YouTuber. But like, I just don't think I'm that. Like, I'm not just that. Like, in the, well, I'm not even that at all. I don't even upload. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's to the point now where you hear that many comments, you actually get in there before they do.
Yeah, it actually is, isn't it? I'm getting in there before the hate.
Let it go, mate.
Oh, I just don't know. Basically, yeah.
You don't feel like you fit the term YouTuber anymore?
I just don't, do I?
No.
I just don't. I don't really interact.
But what I like about you is that you're fucking different, though. That's the good. Yeah. That's the good thing about you. Do you know what I mean?
Not everyone has to be the same, though.
Yeah, but like, as in,
you know these people, but you're not one of them in my book, and you never have been.
Yeah,
you just stick out like a sore thumb whenever you're in their company, because they're the beautiful people. Do you know what I mean? They're nice guys, but you've got an edge to you. Do you know what I mean? Which makes you different to them. You would genuinely have a fight with Jamie Carragher. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good boxing match.
That would be.
No, that would honestly be.
We haven't actually spoke about that. Because I remember that night sort of quite vividly, because I was commentating on it, and I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell, I know Joe, and I know he would genuinely fight this cunt, and I know Jimmy Carragher, he was being out of order for a grown man, kicking lumps out of kids, really.
No, mate, it was the biggest thing for me was when he'd be marking us in a corner, and he'd literally be like calling us a like effing C word, like all the stuff like that, like in our ears, like, mate, it's a charity match, it's like the 6th minute of the game, like, what are you doing? Like, literally, he was just being out of order. And then when he starts like elbowing Theo, kicking me, I'm like, literally, nah, this ain't going on. Yeah. And I got so angry, man. I lost it.
I remember afterwards on the bus, he just sat there, he had a bottle of wine. You were fucking smashed. He had a girlfriend at the time, God bless her soul, and she had to tolerate Joe, like, his eating, like, because you know when you get really pissed and you start eating with, there's no manners. So he's like just rolling the pizza and going, like, just right in her face. You were fucking smashed by then. Unfortunately, you split up with her.
Yep.
The girl you did the wrestling video with, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
She seemed like a nice girl.
Yep.
Is that all you're saying about that?
Yeah, nah, it's when you realise they're just maybe not meant for each other.
Yeah.
As it always
One of those things. One of those things.
You look really uncomfortable now.
Nah, it's just like, what?
Oh, you're saying he's belting the bottle off the table.
Sorry. Nah, basically,
what about Jamie Carragher then?
Yeah, what about Carragher?
Describe Jamie Carragher.
Nah, look. Okay, he obviously is an expert in football, done it all. Yeah, I respect that. But as an actual man, seems like an absolute pussy. No, I'm being deadly serious. The way he behaved, man, that is like, no, the way he behaved, I'll never forget it, bro. It was awful. Awful.
What would you say if you were a dad and your son was playing in a charity football match and Jamie Carragher was doing that to your son? What would you think?
That's the thing, like you just.
Because I was looking at it from that point of view,
It's like you and my dad.
Not really, but like as a big brother sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
You were like, if he touches you,
honestly, I was like, no, I wasn't impressed, like, because I actually like him as a pundit.
Yeah.
I thought, what a fucking knob going on like that at a charity football match.
I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, look, did you see he called me out as well?
Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck.
You see, he called
But
me
my
out.
favourite bit of the whole battle, well, two favourite bits. One where you managed to get him introduce you as a great new signing in a Chelsea shirt, which was banter. And two, when you put a picture of him up off his face in Ibiza to Sky saying, you employ this man.
Yeah, like no, I literally said like he's clearly on drugs. How can you employ it?
He did look like it was off his tits. Like that.
And
But obviously he wasn't using drugs. We're not
No.
advocating that either.
no,
Nor was Joe.
Yeah.
So
Anyways,
Not advocating the use of drugs. I'm not saying you're on drugs. No, you've never done a drug in your life. And then, what do you talk to him?
what Carragher?
Yeah.
What now?
Have you ever had a little
bit of
chat?
a battle,
Have you ever had a bit of a chat with him? Have you ever like? Has he ever
I'd
sort of
love to, but I'd love to. Just to see what
imagine
goes through his
a
head.
video like with like interviewing him.
a boxing match against Carragher would
'Cause-
be
Yeah,
you would get brutalised. I mean,
But
Carragher's.
you think he'd do me?
If I'm honest, yeah.
If I don't, let's see how he gets on with Theo, and then judge him on that.
Genuinely, Jamie Carragher is a cut scouse bastard. Like
Yeah.
he would he'd rip anyone's head in this room off.
No,
No, I think
in this room.
no,
I think
he worships him.
Look,
Why would I worship Jamie
Because you're a
Is that
Liverpool
what it is?
fan and
No,
he won
I
the fucking
honestly
Champions
think-
League for you.
No,
Look,
no, I can
I
still
reckon
separate the man and the
I
player.
reckon in a fight he'd do me. Yeah,
Right,
in a
but
fight.
boxing?
I think it's
Interesting.
on. I think it's on.
Okay, he's
I reckon. Yeah.
definitely ripped.
He'll be
for an
fit.
old,
Yeah, he'll be
yeah.
fit. But I don't reckon he'll be too.
He's
fit.
scrappy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, scrappy.
Do you think it was at all that he came along and he was like, right, I'm going to show these
I
pussy
reckon.
YouTubers
No. Listen,
what's
I
on?
reckon he did the classic. The reason because he singled me out from the get go. He did
'Cause
the
of your
classic.
hair.
No, it's the classic thing that literally I've had 90%. Well, so much through my life is that where people look at me and instantly assume I'm a massive prick,
Right.
just because of how I look.
Yeah.
Muscles, all this shit. Like and I could tell, and then he just wanted to kick me. It was from the first minute, man. Like literally.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
Were you scared of that when you went out?
No, I wanted it more. I was like, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it pissed me off. I was like, what are you doing?
No,
It's
you
a charity match.
literally were giving it that the whole.
Oh,
fucking
mate, I
time.
was.
It
I was
great.
trying to wind him up. Like, anyways.
What was so that wasn't a great celebrity meeting. What was it like meeting The Rock? You did a video of The Rock.
That was incredible.
Yeah?
Obviously, like, that's an idol of mine since, like, very young.
Well, you love wrestling, so
Yeah. So, like, seeing him, firstly, it's just the wow factor of, like, obviously being next to you, you're massive. He's massive.
Well, yeah, he's not as big as me though.
Is he not?
No.
Is he not?
He's
No.
probably taller than me, but
Taller, but he's
Wait,
not.
is he not? I think he is.
nice.
No.
Wait. Oh, no.
We could do a duo boxing match. You and
It's the same as when I said to you, Jamie Carragher down here.
Oh,
you
no.
you against Carragher, me against The Rock. We'll get it on. But anyway, what
No,
was he
to be
like?
fair, you are probably but he's 6'5". Anyways, he had a laugh. That's the thing throughout. Like, obviously he'd been doing press all day. We would have lasted a day, and still, like, he had the banter about him, and he joined in it. Like, he connected, he engaged. Whereas, like, I feel like a lot of celebrities may just like, oh, it's press, yeah. He fully got involved, and that's what, like, I felt like afterwards I could have just gone for like a few drinks with him,
Yeah.
like as the boys. Like, honestly, like, he just
That's good to
seemed
know,
so safe.
though. I hate when you hear like a celebrity,
Yeah.
like someone who you think would be a nice guy, is a dick in real life. So
Yeah, it's
What
like
about Selena Gomez?
oh mate, you had a selfie with her, didn't you?
You can see on your face, both
tell
you
you what.
and
Yeah, no, I'm
Elliot
telling-
are both just like, oh
Gaff.
my God.
Yeah.
How did she smell?
Yeah.
Oh mate, nah, honestly, like, she was.
Your eyes have changed.
Oh mate, nah, because like the thing is, like, I literally did. Oh,
You
nah.
touched her though. How was she?
Basic. Nah, wait.
He's gonna reenact it. And he was like,
Yeah,
wouldn't
no.
work for Geordie. He's tried on Lawrence. It might look better.
What's weird is actually he was going to say she's bigger than you in real
No,
life.
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
She's actually tiny, but she was yet again so nice. Basically, I fell in love. You know, I know it sounds so classic, but like, you know, like when
Classic
literally,
Weller.
like, you see him and you're like, oh my God. Like, I think I'm actually meant to be with that
Meant to
person.
marry her.
No, I know it sounds
Would
ridiculous.
you propose?
But that's the
If you
feeling.
knew you were getting a yes, would you propose that?
Of
Yeah.
course he would.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear it.
Doesn't
Right.
she do loads of? You don't say that.
I don't
No.
know.
No,
I mean,
okay.
She does loads of charity gigs.
Yeah.
You know,
She does a
she's
lot
good
of,
for. She's with The Weeknd now, though, isn't she, or someone like that?
Yeah, no, that's what I read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elliot's probably got more of a chance for that reason than you have. Although she was also with Justin Bieber, so
Yeah, you're a bit like a sort of B-Tech Bieber, aren't you?
Or is Bieber a B-Tech Weller?
Oh, yeah.
Is that?
Maybe. I actually feel like he's actually like, you know, the mindset that we were talking about earlier. I actually feel like he's that. I don't know why. Like, you know, like.
Oh, that sort of creative.
Like an up and down type dude.
Yeah, like as in like needs to like creatively. I don't know why.
Modern day Bob
like, everyone
Dylan.
mugs him off, but I think like.
Do you think he gets a hard rap? I don't know.
I think he does get
he gets
hard rap.
his whole life he's had absolute shit.
I think when you're selected, you're seen to be like selected as like the guy. Everyone sort of is hoping you fuck it up along the way.
Yeah, weirdly.
You're a bit like that. I suppose you're a bit like that on YouTube.
Yeah, but no one selected Joe. The people selected Joe. Do you know? It wasn't like YouTube went, "Oh, we'll take this one and put him up." Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
KSI definitely helped you, but we've talked about
KSI.
that.
There's no one KSI.
I mean, let's be honest. He's helped everyone.
Yeah.
He's like the YouTube's crutch.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
What's that?
Yeah.
We've all lent on it.
Everyone leans on it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He came up with it.
I mean, I've just come up with it now. So.
What's your day-to-day life like now, though?
Okay, so obviously.
This is interesting.
Pardon?
I'm genuinely wondering like what it is.
That's why I asked.
What do I actually do?
No, because everyone's complaining that you're not making videos. So what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Okay. So I obviously the fitness has been like it's literally taken over. Like it's gone from being like a side thing, and like, I literally do it all the time. Obviously, those that follow me on Instagram and things like that, like I'm starting to post that sort of stuff because that's literally all I'm doing. And yeah, like
why not make videos about that then if that's your passion?
Yeah, but as well, like I'll just quickly say, like we record literally almost every other night doing this haunted stuff. But like when we don't get a successful video or like we don't, even if nothing happens, if we don't like necessarily get good banter or anything like that, like I just don't put it out. So there's so many times where we'll go and film, and obviously when on top of that, when I'm like trying to do these old videos and trying to like clutch onto something that really doesn't exist, getting frustrated, obviously I don't put those videos out. So it's just a lot of like trying to do something, failing, trying not to force it, and then I'm not making anything. You know what I mean? So it's like that vicious circle that you said.
Have you ever thought of live streaming those ghost things?
That would be cool.
Yeah, but it's I like I like having like the creative what's the word? Yeah, of where I can create that vibe through the cut. Through what I show and what comes after. Like I like that. I feel like otherwise you're just walking around a building. Like if it was just one take, it's just literally like.
Are you as scared as the first building? Do you still get absolutely scared?
And that is the problem as well with the haunted stuff. Like I feel as though like I'm developing into a bit of an expert.
Right.
And that's not good. No, that's not good.
I love
Because
that.
the entertainment comes when you're scared.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And now you're not fearful.
And now I walk in, I'm like, come on, my mate's calling out the devil every 5 minutes.
Brilliant.
Like literally, like it's just like, it's become less of like we're like, oh my god, I mean, actually, I'm gonna say, what about this? What about I start inviting other YouTubers along who are scared?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I did speak.
I owe you a few videos.
Yeah,
You've
you
been
do.
on a couple of podcasts.
Because like I've spoken to Deji, he's up for it. Think of him.
Deji says he'll do a lot of things.
No, we've got it.
Yeah.
But wait,
Deji said he did.
what did he say he'd come on?
Yeah.
And he hasn't.
Still, he was busy. He was buying a house one week and then he was shagging a bird the next week, and I just thought I'd let him crack on. You know?
I won't beg anymore. Yeah.
We'll get him on soon. It's all right.
Jeez.
It's fine.
Yeah, but that's the only way I can think to mix that up, like start incorporating other people.
Me and Deji together would be an interesting combination.
It's also when, though, you least expect it, that's when ghosts appear. So maybe you're getting towards that point now where a ghost will show themselves.
Maybe. I mean, I don't even know what even are they? Like, as in how do you get them to appear? Like, what? I don't know. I just don't.
Maybe you're not.
That's why the mystery goes on.
Maybe you've got the wrong camera.
Maybe.
What about the idea, like, not just because you can't see everything doesn't mean it's not actually there, sort of thing. Like,
right.
Different
That's shit for a YouTube video, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, it might be there. There might be an afterlife. There might be ghosts. We just don't know, do we?
Have you ever thought of maybe mixing it up a little bit, like taking a team of people to, it worked really well with your family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could you do that again?
Yeah, I mean, like I like to switch up and do say an investigation, to mix it up. But I feel like the better videos come when it is like with the dynamic of when it is just two people. It is just that much more
scary.
Yeah, and it's like and if something does go wrong, two people getting out of it is like when it's a big group, it's like
you just sort of all turn the lights on and sort of you're all right, yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, pretty much. So like obviously there's, but then like in with like the spirits and ghost stuff, you have, I don't know, other things like aliens and different conspiracy theories that maybe we could start like tapping into. Oh, 100%. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Aliens exist.
Okay.
Do you? Come on.
I'm not striking it off. We're doing conspiracy theories on a podcast sometime soon.
Wait, you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, so we can't talk about it?
No, we can.
No, talk about
it's just,
you want.
do you believe in aliens?
I think that
Yes or no?
I think there's aliens exist in the universe without a doubt.
Yeah.
Do you think aliens exist within this universe?
Within this, like on the planet sort of thing, or they visited Earth.
But I mean, like there may be other universes that things exist in. You know, I mean, you could say in all of existence,
in infinity, there's a guarantee that is reality.
But within this galaxy, do you think they're there? And then within this universe, then within this
water on the moon of bloody Saturn and things like that, and the chances are that there might be like bacteria there, so like that technically classes as an alien, isn't it, or whatever? So
I guess so.
There's another living organism in this universe, probably, but
disappointingly. Yeah.
It would be a bit disappointing if it was just a bit of mold.
It would be a real twist to the Bible.
I'm just thinking, like, where do they get that stereotypical image of an alien from? It must be from somewhere, right?
Imagination, maybe.
Well, I've heard it's from the FBI, but the FBI originally disseminated certain images, and then it was only after the FBI started telling people this is how aliens look that people started going, I've seen aliens.
Well, there's some people out there who have like that theory that we are the aliens, like
brilliant
human beings are bred from aliens, basically, that they came.
Well, that's Scientology.
I don't know. There's many people with many theories, but I heard it somewhere where like they went and had sex with fucking the apes and shit, and this is how humans came around.
Right, yeah.
I mean, obviously, it doesn't really tie in with the theory of evolution,
no.
but it's a theory nonetheless, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean...
just because I'm saying it doesn't mean I believe that. I just want to make it clear, educated.
Just to be very clear, we don't have you sectioned.
But there are some people who think humans are aliens.
Do you... so that's quite a spiritual way of looking at aliens, though. Do you know what I mean? Like quite a sort of holistic approach to aliens.
Well, in a weird way, when I first heard that theory, I kind of like thought to myself, well, we don't really look like fucking nothing else on this planet, and we certainly don't act like nothing else.
We literally look like gorillas.
Oh, I look identical to fucking gorilla. I mean, maybe I do, but you don't. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but you know when you look at, when you look at the face of this is often what happens is a guest sits in the middle of Brian and I having a conversation.
There we go.
But I mean, there's a gorilla or an orangutan. When you see their face, they give you certain looks, and you're like, oh, I see that. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. So, like, would you say? We can look at a dog and feel like there's a relationship there and there's a similarity.
Yeah, but I don't look at the dog and think that dog shares the face of my great aunt. Do you know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
being funny, but do you think that when you look at an ape? I don't know what your great aunt looks like, but do you?
She was a very
hairy woman.
She was a looker. I'll give you that.
She had a tash when she was 15.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't talk about that anymore.
What do you think about that theory that we might be the aliens?
A lot of bullshit.
Yeah, good.
I mean, if Weller doesn't believe it, then I don't believe it.
If Weller can't fall for it, it definitely isn't true. All right. Are you a spiritual person? Do you pray? Do you sort of?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Pray. Yeah. Oh wow, mate. Oh mate, because like 1 minute I'm like the next minute I'm like dunno. Do you know what I mean?
That is often the nature of God. Yeah.
It's just like
it depends on like. So if it's sunny, I'm like, oh great.
That is actually quite true. Middle of winter,
God,
if you ask someone if they believe in God, they're like, nah, he doesn't exist. Middle of summer, it's like, yeah, God's great.
Oh, it's just.
Can I have no Coke?
Do you think that? Do you think there is a God? But maybe it's not a classic Bible representation of God, but a greater power.
There's got to be. That's what everyone says. But like, there's something. Is there? I don't know. At the end of the day, I do feel like there's.
If you had to bet on it.
Oh, mate. Nah, and this is actually, look, this is what they say. You know, it's hurting my head right now. That's literally what they say. Yeah, it hurts your head because you'll never be able to like
conceive it.
Like actually decide.
Do you? But okay, so I'm not really asking about God or whether you believe in God, because obviously that's tricky for you from a sponsor point of view as well. Do you do anything in your daily life which you think makes you more relaxed or more spiritual? Like, do you meditate or anything?
I think the gym is the main thing. Like, that 100%, because it's release of frustration. It's just like getting your engine going, which then like I just think 100%. If I didn't do that, I'd be all over the place. Firstly, and obviously recently while I've been trying to shed down for the summer, I've obviously been eating better, and I feel like that as well has its benefits, like in terms of keeping your head.
What kind of stuff do you eat?
So
what recommendations you give to someone who's
we've
trying
got a lot of lads who want to get in better shape.
Okay.
And, like, you're in good shape, so what can you advise them to do?
Okay, so I basically say my average day is this. So after the gym in the morning, fasted gym session.
So
like
no food before the gym.
No food before the gym.
Why are you doing that?
Because I'm using up all the calories from last night that were in my stomach.
Yeah.
If they're still in my system, and obviously if there's nothing there, then it's burning straight to the fat. Then obviously after that, I have chicken and this like weird slaw that they do at this like health place near me. Basically chicken salad.
Nice.
Yeah, with like a.
Is that for breakfast?
Yeah. And then with just fruit and vegetable juices, you know, where they press them and make a juice, so it's like proper natural. And then later on, like a protein bar, but a decent one. Like so many of them are just, they might as well be a Mars bar.
Basically.
Yeah, it needs to be one that's actually decent. So
what's decent?
I'm not sponsored. Grenade protein bars.
Okay.
Yeah,
are they good? You find them effective?
I find them effective.
Okay.
Yeah. And then throughout the day, just literally protein, veg, protein, fruit, protein, veg. I literally cut all carbs, but that's not the safest way to go about it, because like you do need some. So like there may be like every.
So if someone's just starting out, you would recommend like porridge and rice and stuff.
If you're cutting fat, you need to cut carbs.
Right.
Fact. But it may be like every 3 days you have a meal with, like, you may have oats or something like that, like to give your body some carbs to operate. But then otherwise, instead of burning the fat, it's just going to use the carbs, and you're just going to stay the same. Like, that's literally the fact.
I think that this is one thing where you should really go into, in my opinion, for a YouTube channel, because and I'm going to be completely honest, it's a passion of yours.
Yeah.
And whenever you love something, that's what you need. And also, you can make a fuck ton of money getting sponsored by some massive protein company.
Yeah.
Because
grenade.
Well, no, but let's be honest.
I'll eat a grenade a day.
These protein sponsorship companies are paying people fortunes, like My Protein and all that, all the UFC fighters and all that. I mean, you've got a massive audience. Yeah. Lads are going to listen to you.
Weller protein bars.
Or maybe I'll make my own brand.
Weller.
Do your own company, mate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I will actually say something as well. You know, you mentioned intense walking in a podcast.
Oh
That's what I do. That's what I do for cardio. It's the best one, mate. You were mugging it off, and I was like, yeah, apart from the fact you're entirely correct.
I know.
It's not the it's just the idea of intense.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting there like, shut up, Lawrence. No wonder everybody comments about slapping your ass.
It's the idea of intense walking.
But it does work.
Yeah, it does. It can't be average
because
walking.
You're not burning the muscle tissue. You're just burning fat.
Yeah, because what happens if you go too intense, your body's like, oh shit, I need to like conserve all the fats and conserve because
glycogen and that in your muscles.
So
apparently.
if you just get
sort of more like hiking sort of thing.
Like, so you watch our podcast? Or did someone just tell you?
Yeah, I watched that one.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, which was that one?
Much appreciated.
What was that one?
It was a recent
47, something like that. Right?
Yeah. The recent one. That. Cheers, bro.
Yeah. So a good intense walk. And will that be up a hill or sort of?
Oh, you're a piss taker.
No. I'm trying to keep a straight face. Yeah.
Okay, look.
Well, I'm asking you about your intense walks.
No. So basically, I'll switch it between doing an uphill intense walk. Shut up! Yeah, shut up. Realistically,
you should see the way he walks. His walk is a run, mate. I'm not even joking. He's like a streak of piss.
I've just got a big stride. It's just funny, Dave.
He literally bounces with every walk, like every fucking
look
bounce.
at my fucking basketball trainer.
Every step is a fucking bounce.
Yeah, either that or the step machine. All right, done.
I don't. Yeah, and I understand that. I'm not taking the piss. It's just funny to hear someone
You asked me how to
intense
bulk up the other day. So, like, what would you say Lawrence needs to do in order to bulk
Well, I mean,
up?
Bulk up. You just do a dirty bulk, mate. Just eat as much as you can.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Eat loads.
You don't want to do that.
Why?
Because then you end up looking a bit like podge. No, I don't mean. I'm not pointing at I mean like you can poke someone.
There's a guy literally sitting.
Oh, there is a guy sitting there as well, but I'm sort of aware of that. Otherwise, you end up looking like.
Well, I mean, look, it depends on that's what I say. It depends on your body type, because if you're an ectomorph, naturally like really tall and lean, then.
It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, like no. Putting on weight, putting on muscle is like so hard. You have to eat loads of calories, and it's to the point where, just like, cause I can already say something. Because the reason why I say dirty bulk as well is because you'll get bored of having just weight gainer protein shakes and doing it you know what I mean? You need to have that balance of where you can actually keep this up consistently.
Yeah, most people do that where like they put a lot of muscle on, and that'll be for a very short space of time. They'll look good, and then they'll just go back to looking like absolute shit. My girlfriend used to work in one of those stores, you know, where the guys have to look the way they look. No, like those guys who would then take their t-shirt off or whatever in the front of the store, and they pay them to do
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Yeah, so when she was a teenager, she had like one of those weekend jobs, you know. Anyway, so in that store, these guys would just be eating like whole chickens in between just going out there and chatting to girls, and it just sounded fucking awful. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that
talking to girls and eating chickens. I mean, where do I sign up for that?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you stood topless in the front door, it would be a very different effect in Abercrombie. But.
I do feel like a lot of people have that idea that if I eat clean, it is just like starving myself of everything I enjoy, and like no, that is. But
you feel better.
That's the way to fail, because you're not going to keep it up.
Right.
It needs to be that balance. Like, I know it sounds a bit, but like on my chicken salad, I have pesto and mustard mayo.
Right.
Realistically, I shouldn't do that.
But that is nice.
But it's not too bad, and it's like I wouldn't eat it otherwise.
It makes it bearable.
I would not eat it otherwise.
It's about finding those ways to beat the system.
Yeah,
isn't
to
it?
beat the
Because your
system.
mind is going to want to break, especially when you're like me and you and emotional fuckers. Because I don't know about you, but if I feel down, like bad food makes us feel a bit better. But then afterwards, I'm like, shouldn't have eaten that.
And then you feel worse.
Should have. But you know what I mean? Like, if you can find a way to cheat it, like find something that you like that's nice on a salad, then that's a good
Have
way.
an intense walk to McDonald's.
I have a salad most days now.
You're mugging it off.
He's such a cunt, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say that word. I've been told not to say
What, muggy?
cunt, because apparently put sponsors off, but you are such a cunt. I can't help it.
It's good to see you there.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. We've got some questions from your fans. Should we go through some?
Yeah,
Let's take an intense walk through those questions.
My question for young Joseph is, this is word for word, have you ever watched anime porn? P.S. Joe, get a fade haircut next time you're at the barber.
Whee!
Wait, what?
Isn't that a little bit faded? Yeah.
This is a fade.
That is a fade, surely.
Anyway.
It's quite a harsh fade, but it's a fade.
Porn, yes or no?
Obviously, I don't want to offend anyone, but I cannot understand how anyone can watch that.
Right, why is that offensive? That's not offensive. It's all right.
No, but is it?
No.
All right.
You can not like something and not be offensive.
It's not even real. Like, it's just like...
I wouldn't care, though. I remember when I was young, very young. Do you know Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit on that.
Rabbit,
I remember being
yeah.
young and being like, I don't know why, but she makes me feel funny.
Right.
And I didn't really know what I was thinking
Yeah.
about. Do you know?
No, you've never felt that way about Jessica Rabbit.
I was about... I was about 6-7 years old, but I just remember thinking, there's something I like about her, but I don't really know what it is.
Are you telling me you've had some intense wanks over Jessica Rabbit?
6-7 years old, I was nothing at that age, was I?
Jesus, were you?
I mean, I know I'm a bit old before me time, but fuck me, I would have been impressive then.
Wait, hold up. So people, like, masturbate over cartoons?
Yes.
But I just want to make it clear, never done that.
He's never done
that. If I
that.
was going to do it, it would be Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, what is reality, though?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, like... okay, to answer the question, no. I feel like I'm going to offend people.
I don't think it's offensive.
Don't worry about offending
people. Photoshop things, though. It's very similar to... You might as well have drawn it at that point.
Which of the side men do you get on along with the most?
Is
it your favourite member?
Who are they again?
All the lads you went on holiday will include that in as well, other than Elliot.
They're not in the sidemen.
But just all the lads you went on holiday, is there anyone who you get on with better?
The
best?
Chip, the burnt Chip, Josh. He's like literally so funny.
I've seen you give him one of your tracksuits or whatever. You got.
Yeah. I ain't got tracksuits.
You know, you and Elliot always getting the same.
Chip
sort of got a third one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got like a
an
photo
awkward
together.
third wheel tracksuit.
Yeah. But yeah, Chip.
Most embarrassing moment? Is there anything you can think of that you've had?
It's got to be
Snapchatting True Geordie.
I think the girl was more embarrassed than he was, to be fair.
No, that would be it.
That was a full-blown walk of shame, that.
Can we include that?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Now, realistically, okay, I'm on the spot. Basically, if I have accidentally sent any of those to someone else, then that is the most embarrassing moment.
Because, you would have been pissed at the time, I'd imagine, just clicking, like, all the people you're going to send it to.
Would I send it to you?
Yeah, you got it as
that
well.
Makes sense.
You got it.
Who hasn't?
Part you, if you're watching. Entrance music for the big boxing match. Have you picked any yet?
Oh, it's got to be copyright free, which is a dead thing. But I wanted to go for something like, basically, think what represents me, and then it's going to be that.
Right.
Comment down below what song you think represents me.
Sake.
Oh, we're gonna get so much.
Or there's some YouTubers out there who you fucking hate. Is there anyone out there who you really, really, really hate?
What are you
Do you want to answer for him?
No, that's fine.
Oh no. Basically, like I don't hate anyone.
But
Are we talking about?
Anyone who
I
pisses
don't
you
like
off.
their content.
Not just YouTubers who piss you off or whatever. Anyone whose content you don't like?
Wait, it's like you already know.
No, I don't. I'm just.
Oh,
asking.
okay.
They want to know.
Okay. Nah. Look, I will just say the ones that like realistically are just doing it to be like a face and everyone look at me like I love the attention rather than possessing like talent and something like that. That obviously I'm not like I don't hate them, but as in like I prefer those that maybe are pursuing a graft of some sort rather than.
So,
that's respectable.
That's exactly what I sort of have a problem with. Yeah, basically.
Yep.
Since you're not that active on YouTube so much, this is a fucking backhanded.
It's quite passive aggressive,
So,
actually, isn't it?
someone's saying, are there any big plans for the future? Like, is there anything that you're thinking long term?
No. Nah. Well, there is obviously I want to continue like growing and stuff and like experiencing new things. But in terms of saying, oh yeah, I've got a song coming out.
There's
or anything
one
like that.
thing. There's not one thing.
No, there's not a specific thing where I go where I can say, oh yeah, this is coming this date. Apart from obviously the boxing fight.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Hype that up.
Yeah.
All right. Do you usually remember your dreams in the morning?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Is there any of them that stick out?
You were like,
Fucking say it.
no.
Right.
Well, obviously there are.
Well then,
What?
is there one that sticks out in particular?
Well, no, obviously, no, but you can't just.
Obviously, what?
I can't just come on and be like, oh yeah, when I dreamt about absolutely shagging the shit out of someone.
Well, who was it? Selena Gomez.
No.
Who was it?
Nah, like there's been various people.
Zoella.
Nah, like there's this biology teacher from school.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That'll go away
Why?
after a while. It's fine.
What?
Why?
It's quite fit.
Yeah, it happened to me for a while after I left school. It was a nightmare. Why are you so sexist? Apparently, this is like in relation to the basketball video you did, where you pinned. Did you pin that girl down on a basketball court or something like that? Or?
Apart from the fact that was just what we did a challenge where we're both in one pair of shorts, and it's about like you have to get the ball, like dribble it with both of you and get it in the basket.
That wasn't sexist.
Sorry, how's that sexist?
Consensual.
What of it?
I don't think
Wait, if someone's actually said that, that actually pissed me off.
Bit of a moan.
How?
I mean, I haven't got them here to reply to you, but I'm just maybe that come across the wrong way.
Maybe they felt like you and Elliot should have shared some shorts. The girls should have shared just to make it.
Maybe.
Fam, if we're all trying to be equal, then come on, like what? That surely there shouldn't be an issue.
Girls can share
No.
shorts with boys.
I'm
if they
done
want.
with that.
They can do whatever they want.
When Chelsea and Brighton play later this season.
Brighton.
Yeah, supporting Brighton.
Look, honestly, I support both teams. Fact, I openly say.
We've talked about that.
Look, but
Brighton are your
Brighton, purely because they are the close to home. They are like, you know what I mean.
Right, maybe when
Fair
Brighton play Newcastle, I'll watch.
How did you win the title? That pissed
I'll
me
watch
off.
that with you.
That's-
Tweeting you. I sent you a couple of tweets when that happened last day of the season.
I was livid.
I love that shit. When Newcastle play Brighton, I'll make sure I'll get a watch out with you.
All right.
We'll find a way to make that happen.
Okay.
All right. What is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for you? Is there anything that sticks out?
Oh, it's got to be something my mum's done, isn't it?
But not allowed to do your mum. Anyone
Okay.
other than your mum, because we know your mum's an angel. We've seen her.
Okay. Oh, mate. I don't know.
Right.
No, I just don't know. JJ took us on holiday.
Fair play.
Like, he literally took us on holiday. Like,
Wow.
all of us lads to, like,
Yeah.
some sick thing.
Where'd you go?
Magaluf one year and Iron Apple another
Wow.
year.
If
And we
you
did
ever
it
want
both
to
times.
extend the invitation, I'm more than happy to come. Do you know what I mean? Just put
So
that
to
out
speak, yeah.
there. All right. Was it your fault that we weren't involved in the Sidemen match? Some people's conspiracy theorists out there. I know you want a conspiracy theory. Some people are saying you made sure that we weren't the commentators.
How did you feel about stepping into a warm grave?
Yeah. So listen, look, I literally said, I was like, look, I want to do the thing with True Geordie.
Wow.
They are my words.
And I
So
can
it's really
vouch-
just me that you.
I can that initially you messaged me before you'd spoken to them and said, I want to do the commentary with you.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Joe's fault. I just want everyone to know.
Yeah.
I just wanted,
So whose fault was it again? Because that wasn't.
I mean,
No, okay, so no, basically.
On.
Oh, well, okay.
No.
What was that? Can I ask you a question? Real, like honestly though, how did you find commentating?
Sweaty, but like I just, I probably wasn't very good because I don't know, man. It's a lot to take in because you're presenting a show while simultaneously trying to like keep it together and not swear, and then so it's a lot going on.
Did you get told not to swear? Did you?
Yeah. Well, actually, just to
sort of keep it down.
Yeah, just keep it down.
Yeah, keep it respectable. Unlike because we went a bit. I
think that's one of the reasons why you got kicked off. Because you swear too much.
Never mind. I'm going to behave myself.
Next year, though, I'm not going to be injured.
Oh, well then, great to be second choice. Thank you.
No,
the one who's good at his job, second choice.
Ironically,
fair.
that's when Alfie Day steps in.
Fucking hell.
No, what I'm saying is like there'll be no competition. Like they'll have to choose you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you and Elliot will do a great job on commentary next year. That'll be really good.
What, you and Elliot?
You'll be off by then, man. MTV,
you'll be married
off.
By then.
He's gone.
You'll have the second series, a marriage series.
No, you'll have one with that.
Arranged marriages on MTV. Elliot gets an arranged marriage.
Farrah Abraham and him are getting married.
Wow.
Him and Marnie, something like that. I don't know. They're working out.
Women now.
How long does it take to produce a song?
Oh, bloody ages, mate. Purely because when I make them, like I'm rarely just sitting down in a studio constantly. I'm working with someone in a different point in the world. At this, to make Mission and Far From You, it's actually someone from Newcastle. Is
Geordie talent.
Yeah, so like literally how we produced that is literally over Skype call. So I'd have my software up, like I'd do bits, send the project to him, he'd do it, send it back, and we'd just be doing it like that, which can take ages because he's actually still at school. He's 15 years old.
Wow.
And he honestly is pure talent, man. So obviously he'd still be at school. I'd be
Do you want to shout him out or?
Oh yeah, I didn't even say his name. MB13 Beats.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, honestly.
Geordie boy, good luck to you, mate. Looking out for me own. Yeah.
There you go.
Love that. Not a normal question. Have you ever tried anal sex?
Piss off. Right. No.
Receiving or giving?
No.
Okay.
No. What about you, mate?
Good to have you.
Wait, what?
Oh, this. Apparently, you walked onto the pitch in the FA Cup final, saying that it was going to be an easy win for Chelsea. And
yeah, I got mugged off there. Yeah. No, I was giving it the big one on the FA TV, saying we're going to win 5-0. Like, literally kept saying it over and over again. 5-0, mark my words. Yeah. And then we got
People
battered.
have quoted that a few. How did the FA TV pay all right, or was that a
free?
Yeah, free.
Yeah.
You didn't charge.
I literally that's the thing. I said to them, I was like, look. Like they had all this unreal like plan and creative idea, and they did it. But I was like, look, why didn't you get like pay a bit, get a budget, and get like the Sidemen guys involved, get a whole bunch of us involved.
We were talking about this on the last podcast. Where go and check it out if you're a Joe Weller fan. We do good podcasts other than this as well.
Wow.
But I wanted to say, TV companies to work with for YouTubers are a fucking ball ache, aren't they? Basically, they don't really listen to what you've got to say. They're like, "Oh, this is a silly little YouTuber." All right, go on, then have play on the pitch, enjoy yourself.
The FA
you should just be happy to be here.
Yeah,
fucking annoys us.
No, literally.
I do actually work for a living, you cunt. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word.
No, it's true. That's true.
They do act like that towards you, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like he's got fucking 4.5 million subscribers for a reason, you know. Anyway, piss me off. All right, is there anything? All right. What you got? Any last questions, Lawrence? About the walking?
No. Oh right, no.
Last time I asked you a question. I'm going to ask you it again because I know you are getting older and you're changing. Is there a different answer? I'm wondering, how would you like to be remembered?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Someone who is integral, like does not do shit because they're told to or because people want them to, or any of that crap. Yeah, literally successful through being myself.
All right, mate. I hope you get that. And for the record, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I think you're one of the nicest lads I've ever met.
Yeah, we both agree on
Respect,
that. Thank you very much, man.
nice one.
All right, if you've enjoyed this, make sure you like the fucking video. Check Weller's channel out if you are one of our subscribers. The links to that are in the description below. And also, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.